From time to time, it's important to look at things not with a microscope, but from a mountaintop. A microscope gives you great detail about the minute components of whatever you're examining, but sometimes it helps to get a view of the whole thing at once, whether it's an animal, a cell, or a city, or great events. This is as true of our faith as it is with anything else. Hello, I'm Stuart Baskin, pastor of First Presbyterian Church of Tyler, Texas, and this is your daily devotional from Monday, January 27th, 2025. Some years ago, I took one of our daughters on a graduation trip to England and Scotland. I had the bright idea to rent a car and drive from London to Edinburgh with a stop for lunch in Oxford. No problem, right? In Texas terms, it's just a walk in the park. At 425 miles, it's about the same distance as driving from Tyler to Midland. I picked up the car first thing in the morning, plenty of time. Using my usual rule of thumb when traveling on highways, I figured it would take 6 or 7 hours, not including lunch in Oxford. Easy, right? Well, except for a couple of things. In the first place, one car, 2 generations, and 2 very different ideas about navigating. On the one side was my daughter, who wanted me to use the map feature on my iPhone. Paper map? So last century. On the other side was me, who A, could only think about how much money it might cost in data roaming fees to use my iPhone, even with an international plan, and B, I thought she should be able to open up a map and get us where we needed to go. Well, it didn't take long for things to go sideways. Things started slow in London as I tried to navigate my way out of the city center and onto the A40 highway. That took almost an hour. Then when we got to Oxford, finding a place to park near the center city was tougher than I thought. Another half hour wasted. But it was June and the days were very long that time of year. I figured we'd still make it before dark. But things went bad getting out of Oxford. On the north side of town, we had to navigate a roundabout. And unfortunately, I took the wrong road off that exit. I thought about turning around and hitting the roundabout again, but traffic in the opposite direction was backed up a good half mile. So, to compound my error, we decided to keep going and reroute ourselves. Well, you don't want to hear the whole mess. Suffice it to say that a 7 or 8 hour drive turned into a 14-hour drive. And instead of arriving in Edinburgh at 7 or 8 while it was still daylight, we pulled in around 1:30 in the morning, dead dog tired. My point in all of this is that sometimes you need turn-by-turn guidance, but sometimes you need to be able to see the whole map. And turn-by-turn is no good if you don't know where you're going. What does this have to do with our faith? That's what I want to talk about this week. I'm going to look at things like the Bible, the Apostles' Creed, our Reformed tradition, and some other things that make more sense if you can see them from 30,000 feet, if you can see the whole map before diving into the details. Seeing the whole map helps you stay on the right track and avoid wrong turns. Knowing the whole sweep of the Bible, for example, helps avoid some of the mistakes and wrong turns people have made in the faith throughout the centuries. So tomorrow, we'll focus on the whole sweep of the Bible, and after that, we'll see how that helps us navigate some of the twists and turns as we read through the Bible. After that, we'll take a look at the Apostles' Creed and see how the overall design helps us understand the individual parts better. And we'll look at our tradition, the Reformed tradition, and see how the overall shape of it helps us navigate the minutiae within it. So, let's get ready to take a journey together. And the first step is to open our road maps. Then we can see clearly where we're going. Now may God continue to bless you and keep you in all that you do this day and in all the days ahead.